Hello students, welcome to JCE Connect. Subject Engineering Geology 18CV 36. So we have started with the module 2, that is petrology and geomorphology. So we have started with petrology first. We have started with the forms of igneous rocks. So the igneous rocks are the rocks which are formed by cooling and consolidation of magma or lava. Okay, and based on the relation of these igneous intrusions with the structures of the host rock, which are already existing rocks, okay, and when the magma intrudes into these rocks, what forms it will get. So based on that, we have two different forms or bodies. One is concordant and discordant. So in the previous class we have discussed the concordant bodies, wherein you have seen the magma is injected in all the different forms, like we have seen what is sill, laccolith, lopolith and faccolith. So all these bodies, they show the concordant form, wherein the magma, it will remain parallel, or it is along the stratification or layers of the existing rocks. Now in today's class we'll see how the discordant forms look like. So when the magma breaks across the structures or the bedding planes, it is cutting across the rocks which are already existing. So how these structures will look, we'll see in the today's class. So those are discordant. Discordant means cutting across the rocks. The first discordant form is a dike. Okay, dike is the intrusion of magma into more or less vertical fissures, or which looks like, or which cut across the bedding planes or the other structures through which it is intersecting, okay, of the invaded rock, that is the parent rock, okay, and this results into formation of dike. Means what has happened here is there were rocks which are there already, okay, these are the sedimentary rocks, okay, which are already there. Now what has happened, the magmatic intrusion has taken place, which has cut across these beds, okay, that is called as the dike. So it is the intrusion of the magma into more or less vertical fissure like structures, okay, which cut across the bedding plane. Here the word across is important, which cuts across the beddings or the other structures of the invaded rock. So this results into formation of dike. So you might have got a clear idea now what is a dike. You can see here in the image, right, this body is different than these on the either side of the intrusion. So this is the magmatic intrusion, which is a mafic dike, which is dark in color, right, and it is different from the side rocks which are present, okay. So it is, these rocks are horizontal, but this dike has intruded into these rocks and it forms wall like structure, okay. So that is called as the dike. So these are the discordant bodies, okay, and the intrusion of magma into more or less vertical fissure like structure. Here one more image wherein you can clearly see that the rocks on the either side of this dike, okay, there is a igneous intrusion which forms wall like structure. So the rocks on either side, these are the sedimentary rocks, okay, and there is a igneous intrusion in the form of a dike which is cutting across. The word across is important here. So these are the rocks which are already present, but this is intruded by a dike, okay, which is cutting across the beds. So that is called as the dike, okay. So these are they commonly occur in the form of a wall like mass, okay, and they are exactly or nearly vertical in position, and the thickness of these dikes, that again it varies from few inches to many hundreds of feet. Okay, the distance or the thickness, it varies. Okay, and even the length of the dike also may vary from few yards to several miles. It will run miles together. So these dikes are the result of filling up of the cracks which are present in the rock. So wherever there are cracks present in the rock, what happens, the magma which is under pressure, it tries to come out through these cracks, and that results into formation of the dikes. So these dikes may occur in groups, or they occur as a single body, and they run miles together and they take different patterns, okay, during formation of these dikes if they are occurring in a group. Here is one more image wherein you can observe the side rocks are different, and in between there is a different intrusion of the dike. So if you go to Karwar and all area, you will find in the road cuttings you can see such type of many dikes which are observed in the rocks. Then next is the volcanic neck. Okay, volcanic neck is again one more structure which is again discordant body. So these volcanic necks, or they are also called as volcanic plugs, okay, they are igneous masses which seal up the vent or the channels of the ancient volcano. So they are created when the magma solidifies within the neck or the throat of the volcano. So here I'll show you image, then you will understand what is mean by volcanic neck. So this is a old channel, okay, wherein magma has already erupted and it has come out on the surface, and later what happens, there was again a volcanic eruption, okay, and here what happens, it has sealed up the vent or the opening of these volcano, okay, or the ancient volcano. The channel of that volcano was sealed up by the new magma which is coming out on the surface. So this is created, or when the magma solidifies within the neck of the magma chamber, the volcanic neck, okay, the volcanic vent, okay, or the throat of a volcano. So this is from this is called as Devil's Valley, okay, Devil's Mountain, so not valley, Devil's Mountain, wherein you can see there was a volcanic eruption, and later that channel or the vent of the volcano, that was sealed up by the columnar lava, okay, columns you can see. So that is how the vent or the channel of the old volcano, okay, the volcanic ancient volcano, that has sealed up, and they may be circular or semicircular or irregular in shape, and they show variation in again the diameter of the volcanic neck. So they show in inward dipping of the inward dipping contacts with the country rock, means here it will show, it looks like it is dipping inward, okay. So that is how the volcanic neck look like. Then we can see one more structure that is in the form of intrusions. Again there are in case of dike, okay, let me complete this dike first, okay. These dikes, they show different forms, like they occur in a ring shape, we call it as ring dike, wherein it is a type of outcrop. It looks like a closed ring. Okay, this is a dike, okay, which has intruded into the rock, but it looks like a ring or the circular outcrop when you see from the top. That is called as the ring dike. Okay, then I told you what is volcanic neck. Okay, then we'll move on to the batholith. This is again a very important structure. Okay, discordant batholiths. So these are the extremely large in size, like you might have seen in Shravanbelagod, right? There is a big hill, and there is a statue of Gomteshwara, right? Like this. Okay, you have to climb many steps to reach to see the statue, and again above that it is again uh, um, at a very high elevation, right? You can see these rocks, and these are the very huge structures, very large, extremely large in size, and they are discordant. They are very irregular in outline, and they appear to widen gradually with the increasing depth. Here you can see this is a batholith. As you go down, the distance goes on increasing. Okay, so they become wider when you go, as you go inside. With the increasing depth, they become wider. Tens of kilometers will be the distance of these type of batholiths. And there is one more word called stalks. Okay, stalks are similar to batholiths. They are irregular bodies with very few distance, that is few kilometer. It is almost with 10 kilometer maximum dimension, and they are associated with batholiths. So wherever there are batholiths like this, these stalks will be present, but these are irregular bodies with small dimension, then we use the word stalk. And if it is large in dimension, then we use the word as batholith. Then there is one more word called bosses. So bosses are again similar to the stalks. Okay, but those stalks which have circular outcrop on the surface, okay, if it is circular, okay, then it is called as the bosses. So these are again the discordant forms of the igneous rock. So we have discussed till now the different forms of igneous rock. We discussed what is mean by concordant and what is mean by discordant. So there are two categories you can clearly understand now. The intrusion in the region of unfolded or gently folded or tilted strata. So here the rocks which are in which the magma is intruding, they are less folded, or you can say they are not folded. Then you can see the sill, laccolith and lopolith. If they are folded, okay, highly folded, you can see the phacolith. You have seen like this, the crest and trough, the magma gets accumulated in the crest and troughs of the folded rock. So this is how the intrusion takes place in highly folded rocks. And concordant batholiths, these are again seen in the huge structures which are seen in the folded rocks. Then we'll move on to discordant. Discordant, we have seen what is mean by dike, okay, ring dike. Then we have seen what is volcanic neck. Then cone sheets are assemblages of inclined dike-like masses with the arcuate outcrop, okay, and the members of these cone sheet, they dip at an angle of 30 to 40 degree towards the common center, and the thickness of this may vary from 30 to 40 feet. So these are assemblages of small inclined dike, okay, they are called as cone sheets. They are like arcuate outcrops, okay, they are like radiating from a point, then it is called as the cone sheet. Then these are all again seen in the unfolded rock, and these discordant batholiths, these are seen in the highly folded and compressed rock. You can see the discordant batholiths, that is talks and bosses. So these are all the different forms which are shown by the igneous rocks. So concordant forms and discordant forms. So concordant forms are along the layers of the pre-existing rock, and discordant means the magma, it moves, it cuts across the existing rock or the country rock. Okay, that is called as discordant form. So these are all the different forms of igneous rocks. Thank you.